Ooh, check out these eggs. Currently at $300 for some black copper Moran eggs. Now these are not just any black copper Moran eggs. These are from Greenfire Farms. If you've not heard of Greenfire Farms, they're a hatchery down in Florida somewhere. They're known for having really exotic, really fancy, really well-bred chicks. Anyways, I've always wanted some chicks from this place, and they're expensive. They're like $59 a chick. And I thought this could be a fun way to do a hatching project, would be to get a little bit of a deal, even though these are still gonna cost a lot. And check it out, they've got a sale on a random assortment of their eggs right now. Currently at $87 with about 30 seconds to go. What do I want to bid on this? What would I be willing to spend on a dozen of their hatching eggs? Let's make sure we win this. Come on, 5, 4, 3, and we got it. Oof, 120 bucks. About $10 an egg. Definitely the most I've ever spent on chicken eggs for hatching. Let's hope these guys hatch. Alright, we got our eggs in from Greenfire Farms. Only took a few days. I think the sale was last Friday or Saturday it ended, and they shipped out on Tuesday. And then today is Thursday, so it only took a couple days to get them over here. Let's check this out. Alright, this is pretty cool. I thought this was going to be totally random what I would get, and while it is random, they actually did tell me what 1, 2, 3, but I'm not going to tell you guys because I want to keep it a surprise. Greenfire Farms sent us a little sticker. Pretty cool. Super professional way of packaging these eggs. Just one big piece of foam in here to hold the eggs. So the eBay listing was actually for 10 eggs, and it looks like they sent me 12 here. So it makes the price per egg a little bit less, which is awesome. And we're not going to tell Becky how much we spent. So that's just between you and me, okay?
How much you spent?
Don't worry about it. All right, so we're gonna show you these eggs. You're gonna take a guess at what it is and see if you're right at the end of this video. All right, so we got 3 of these. We've got 3 of these. They're all different color variations of light brown. This one's a little darker, this one's a lighter, and then that one's even a different shade of brown. This one's a breed I've never heard of, so I'm gonna have to look it up to even see what's coming out of this egg. All right, this one is an all white egg. We've got 2 of these, and I think I'm the most excited about this one. I think this one will be really cool. I hope this one hatches. And this one, we've got 2 of these eggs, and it's actually a breed we already have. That's a clue for you if you want to guess. So that's our 12 eggs. We're gonna let them rest. And now we've got an incubator to open. All right, so this incubator, we actually were asked to check it out by Danielle. Asked us if we would check out the KKTECT Incubator. And so I checked it out. I thought it looked pretty cool, kind of unique, and it was only $50. So it was an incubator that I thought was worth reviewing. Looks like they actually give me a little bottle with a little syringe cap. Pour the water in. A little lid for it, a little shelf for the inside, power connector. I think it can connect to a battery, so you can have backup battery on it, which is cool. These are the little egg turner, egg rotators that we'll put in the inside. Power adapter, and then here's the bottom part. Now we just gotta put it all together. All right, so we've got our power cord here. That's for the egg rotator, and then we're gonna set these inside. So there's 5 little rollers there, so I'm going to connect those together. All right, the incubator is all hooked up. Now I'm going to go move it back to my bedroom office, and then we'll start to put the water in, get this heating up for the eggs. All right, we've had this new incubator set up for about the past 12 hours, and you can see the temperature is currently almost to 40 Celsius, which would normally be really high. Looking at my thermostat inside, it's only at 99.8, which is perfect. Humidity is a little high in here. I haven't had a hard time getting that any lower. It's got water sitting in the bottom. Got our egg turners. All right, so we've got the temperature where we'd like it to be at. So now I'm going to take all of these eggs and I'm going to start to move them in there. I think it'll be just the perfect size for 12 chicken eggs. And hopefully we won't really have to open it other than putting a little bit of water in. And then when we want to candle the eggs, one of the other cool perks of this incubator is this little built-in egg candler right on top. It's a little small, probably better for a quail or pheasant egg. We'll try that out here in a few days to see how our eggs are developing. All right, it is day, I don't know, 3 or 4, and we are testing out the egg candler. Check this out. How pretty is that? Oof. Can't see into the other eggs, they're too dark, but these 2 white ones, good growth going on in there. On day 4, you can see the veins starting to spread out like spider webs. It is so cool to see. And then by day 6, when you get to see the first bit of movement, it is so amazing to see. But then by day 8, I stopped seeing growth and movement in egg number 2. But egg number 1 was growing beautifully. You can see the movement on the edge of the light, and you can start to see it fill up more and more of the egg as we get closer to day 21. Alright, so we've been having some fun with this incubator, this egg candler, wondering if it was actually going to work, because it looks like it's a couple degrees low to me, but number 39 right there, I think this 74 might be moving too. The number 39, we're on day 19, and I need to get these eggs flat onto the bottom and out from the egg roller. And here's our one little egg that's starting to pip. We'll get it back in there. This chick's just not doing too well. It was our second one to hatch. It's a Bielefelder, and there's just nothing you can do about it if it doesn't fully develop and hatches too soon. It didn't make it. Other two ones are looking really good though. What do you think of those, Becky? Looking cool. How fun. Tomorrow will be day 21, so we'll see if any more chickens are gonna hatch. All right, well, we may only have 2 chicks that hatched, but we're gonna move them over to the brooder right now. We have our brooder still set up in the house, in the kitchen. Is that right, Becky?
Yeah, we do.
Where we've got 4 button quail that hatched about a month ago. And these chicks are right about the same size, so I think they'll be able to work with them for a few weeks until they start getting bigger. Button quail can start to move out with the other button quail. So let's get them moved out of the incubator and over to the brooder. We just shut off the incubator. This is 3 more days after the original 3 hatched. None of the other ones hatched, so I'm gonna check them out real quick. I have a feeling that either they didn't develop at all or maybe died partway through. I'm gonna talk more about the incubator in a minute, but I have a feeling the heat didn't spread out much beyond the very middle of the incubator. This one was one of our chamois Spitzalbens. Kinda hope it doesn't explode on me. Nope, nothing in that one. This was a Basque hen egg. And just a really little embryo in there. Second Basque hen. Another little embryo as well. So obviously that means it's a fertile egg. Developed somewhat, and then at some point it died. It wasn't getting what it needed. It's a light Sussex egg. Another light Sussex. And I don't do this to gross anybody out or to make light of death. Really, this is more to check the quality of the eggs, see if they're fertile, see how our incubator did as far as developing these eggs. They fully developed. Nothing. One more light Sussex. Nope. Bielefelder egg, real little embryo, and then our last 2 are Isbar eggs. Nothing. Pretty empty. So I think there were maybe 4 out of the 9 that had a little embryo. The 3 that hatched developed either all the way or almost all the way, except for that one. The rest of these died all within the first week or so. Good morning, Cashew. Come on, buddy. Come on. We're gonna go play with the chicks in just a minute, but I wanted to go over this incubator and do a little giveaway as well. Now you saw us initially get this incubator up to about 99 degrees on the first night. I never got it that hot ever again. As we had it turned up all the way, and the most I really got throughout the incubating was 95 degrees, plus or minus a degree within there. The 3 eggs that hatched were actually right down the middle of the incubator. None of the other eggs hatched and barely developed. So is this an incubator I would recommend? Really what I would expect for $50. I really wouldn't recommend it, but it could hatch out some chicks for you. So we're gonna give it away to one of our viewers here in the US, and then we're gonna send one more to an international viewer. And so if you want this incubator, say that you want the incubator, tell me what you're gonna hatch, tell me where you're from, a state in the US, or what country internationally. We'll pick one from each in about a week, and I'll announce it on our community page and also reply to the comments of the people that won the incubator. So be sure to leave a comment, and this might be yours. right, well, our chicks are now almost a week old, and we want to introduce you to them. Well, this guy his egg number was 39. He is a chamois Spitzalven, spelled like chamois, and it's pronounced chamois. And so we're gonna call this cool guy Chamois. And look what he'll look like as an adult. Super cool coloring. We're really excited about this one.
It almost looks like you pooped on it. Pet him? You like that one? Oh, he's good. Okay. He likes to do that. This one is an Isbar. So we're going to call it Izzy. And this is what they look like when they grow up.
So who's your favorite between Izzy and Chamois?
This is Sherry.
Yep.
I would say Sherry. I would say Izzy.
Izzy. So how are they doing with the quail?
They're doing good. The first day was a little scary, but I think they just took the night to get used to each other, and now they sleep together. They're getting along really well.
Well, luckily we've got them inside for at least the next week or so while it's really cold outside before we move them outside to the brooder. So it's perfect that we've got little button quail that are about a month old, so they can all live together. That was a fun project. What are we gonna hatch next?
I know! We're gonna hatch These chickens don't fly on top of your camera, fly on top of your head.
There we go. There we
Oh, you don't like that.
You okay? It's all fine.
It's right here. It's right here. It's okay.
Maybe.